Hello everyone and welcome back to Porter's Row. This is going to be a short video discussing, what the plans for the future are, what the plans for this channel are a little bit. I thought the new year, top of the new year would be a good time to do that. So let's get into it. Apologize if I keep glancing away from the camera. I'm not really used to talking directly into a camera yet, but yes, what is this channel? What is it about? Basically, I might sound a bit pretentious when I say I am sort of an aspiring creator of a sort. I like writing a lot, basically, and I like theatre, and obviously I like movies. I recently did the War of the Rohirrim review, which you can check out if you want. So my plan for this channel is basically as a way of me being able to express my my passions, my creativity, if you like, just a way for me to get that out there, to get it, get something going with that. Just a way for me to express myself, really. So essentially, I have three little projects going at the moment, little things that I'm trying to do. Two of them are sort of written narrative pieces, just a general novel type things, I guess, more story written in prose. Only one of those two I'll be really discussing any real detail in this channel, and I'll tell you why in a moment. The other is I am actually trying to write a stage play. Which might sound a little odd in the year 2024 or 2025 now, sorry, but the reason for that is because I have done a little bit of theatre in the past, and even though it was a long time ago now, it's something I've been wanting to get back into, something I've really missed doing. It was just one of those things where life just got in the way. And then I ended up doing other things and having to get, job and stuff like that, and I wasn't able to keep up with it. But I really want to, if I can, now in 2025, try to get back to that, which involves, in this case, me, trying to write my own stage play, and I'm also going to be looking, obviously, for other sort of maybe amateur theatre groups to get involved with. There's that, which I might talk about that in a moment. But the two sort of prose stories I mentioned, one of them is something I'm going to try and get published properly, but by an actual, third-party publisher. I don't know whether I'm good enough for that. I don't know whether I'll get accepted at all, but it's something I want to try, and if it pans out, then that's great, and if not, at least I tried. But that's why that one particular book, that one particular story, I'm not going to be mentioning too much on this channel, because I know publishers have a thing about, not wanting to publish anything that's already been revealed. So if I potentially revealed too much about that book, it would basically mean it couldn't get published by a third-party publisher. So that's not going to, I'm not going to be able to mention too much about that one. The other one is a bit of a writing exercise that I'm going to be publishing, I think, on Royal Road or some other website that allows you to self-publish. It's more of it's more of an exercise, I guess. I mean, I still want it to be a good story. I still want it to turn out well. But yeah, it's sort of also an exercise to sort of work my way up, to sort of practice my writing and stuff like that, to hopefully show some improvement on it. That said, like I said, I still want to make it a good story. I still want it to be something people can read and potentially, something people might like, potentially. Which means also that Royal Road publishing, self-publishing on Royal Road or whatever, also means that I can be a little bit more experimental. I think I can do a little bit more stuff that Western publishers probably wouldn't go for. So my thought, because I read a lot of stuff that has been translated into English but isn't English, stuff that's a bit more niche, stuff like from Japan and, you know, other Asian countries, or from, you know, just other non-Western countries, stuff that's outside of the standard, just because I like it. So yeah, so I can experiment with that sort of stuff. Like the idea I have right now for the one I want to publish, self-publish, is an urban fantasy story that's kind of inspired by sort of stuff like just Japanese fantasy stories set in the stuff like magical girl stories. If you ever, like, I watched as a child stuff like that, that I wanted to try my hand at. So I'll be incorporating some stuff that probably, I mean, obviously I'll be incorporating my own stuff. I won't just be copying from them. I'll just be taking the basic, you know, idea of like what's basically a type of superhero, and then trying to incorporate that. So I'll be doing probably vlog updates on that and how that's going, and, you know, when I start publishing chapters on wherever I decide to publish them, and I'll let you know. The stage play as well. I don't think there's going to be too much problem mentioning that, because hold up, my audio is peaking, sorry. But I don't think there'll be too much problem playing around with my audio while recording. That's not great, is it? I don't think there'll be too much problem mentioning that, because while stage play is an entirely different experience. You have to, like, to get the real experience for stage play, you have to basically go see it, and you can't do that if I'm just talking. You don't get the same experience just from me talking about it or just from knowing the story. So yeah, hopefully the stage play that I have in mind is essentially started out kind of as a it's already halfway through the first draft. I've been working on that since like November, but it started out as a sort of zombie apocalypse story, except instead of zombies I was using a different type of monster, but I had to dial it down a bit, because obviously it's going to be set on the stage, so I can't do full-blown zombie apocalypse. Well, I could do, but I wouldn't have, at the beginning, like if it was my first ever thing, I wouldn't be able to, I'd be lucky to get that sort of production level, you know what I mean? So I've had to dial it down, but what I think is it's become a more personal tale between the characters involved, which I think is a good thing. So I'm hopeful for that. I think it's good. We'll see what other people think if I start showing it to people. But yeah, so that's the basic plan going into the new year. You know, new year, getting to do new stuff, just starting to branch out, trying to get outside. I don't know if you can hear the fireworks going on outside at the moment. Sorry about that. But yeah, just a new year, trying to get new stuff done, trying to get into my own mindset, to expand myself, to broaden my horizons, which I think is an important way to go about starting a new year. So yeah, that's it for now. Just this short little update about what the channel's about and where I'm at with everything. Hopefully, one thing I want to do before I forget, one thing I want to do with doing the story bit is that I'm learning how to write. Essentially, well, I've been kind of writing all my life, but I've never tried to really in a position where it's like getting out in front of an audience. So, but hopefully, because I'm learning that, I want to kind of take people along on that journey. It might sound a bit presumptuous, but I want to see if maybe I can be of some use to other people. If people can follow my writing journey, and maybe that'll be of some use to them, because you have a lot of, when I was looking at it, you have a lot of videos on YouTube right now that are about coming from people who are already successful writers or already on that path, and basically instructing you from that point of view. And I thought it might be a little bit, maybe it might be a little bit useful or not to see someone to follow the journey of someone who is just starting out. So we'll see. But yeah, that's it for now, everyone. I hope you have a good new year, happy New Year's, and I'll see you in 2025.